Hey everybody, it's your Sam and I'm here with another video. Today I want to talk about one of my favorite tropes in movies and books and television series. Some of my books have this trope in them. The trope that I am talking about is the Found Family Trope. I really enjoy the Found Family Trope just because it is healthy more often than not. It is a supportive network that the main character or the characters have found themselves and have pulled it together and created their own little cohesive familial unit. There are a lot of books that do this. There are some TV shows that do this. There's some movies that do this. There's a lot of comics that do this as well. Found Family has kind of wheedled its way into some of my works. As I said before, I'm No Hero has become a found family. Nadashia's home has taken in many different orphans of different races and created a larger family. So that technically is a family that has found a found family. And also her companions that she chooses or come along with her on her quest become close to her and they become a family to her as well. So she has technically two found families in the I'm No Hero trilogy. One of the books that I have yet to start working on because it's going to be a huge endeavor is going to be a large family, and each member of that family technically makes a family of their own, of their choosing. They create a found family around themselves. Their siblings are close, but they're not as close as the friends that they have gathered to create their found family. Another one that I have somewhat started and put on the back burner is Montana's Wolf. Montana's Wolf is another found family trope that I have put together. It's going to be a romance, and Christine basically runs away from home whenever she's a teenager because it's a terrible home and she finds her own family who care for her and love for her and don't judge her for her past. Some examples of found families that you might have read and are some of my favorites that I like to think about. One is Howl's Moving Castle. It's a Studio Ghibli movie and it's also a book series, but Howl's Moving Castle is a beautiful example of found family. Sophie is the main character and she gets cursed and she finds Howl's Moving Castle and a small family within. They help one another, they support one another, and it's all love and chaos for a bit. But it all turns out right in the end. That's one of my favorite found family films. Another one that I enjoyed, this is going to be a young adult fantasy. It's called Ash Princess by Laura Sebastian, and it is a trilogy, and it is a found family trope. The main character's name is Theo. Well, she has a really long name, but everybody kind of calls her Theo, and she is trapped in her home by a tiger who took over her country, who killed all of her family, who just killed everybody that she loved and adored, and is holding her country hostage along with many other countries. She does find family there, and I'm going to leave it at that because I don't really want to spoil the books. Another one that I enjoy that I read ages ago is The Outsiders. Now there is 2 movies made from the book, but The Outsiders is a story about 3 brothers. You follow Pony Boy throughout the book, but he does have 2 other brothers, but they are part of this gang, and this gang is pulled together and it's kind of like a found family. You have your drunk uncles, you have your witty you have your witty person, you have the person that is like a mule, you have the person who is a fighter at all times, and you have the lover, and you have the dad figure. Outsiders is a great example of the found family, and it's a really short read and it's a pretty good read. Another one is The Losers. Now, I haven't read all of the comics of The Losers. I think I've only read like the first 2. But there is a movie adaptation that I recommend with not having read very many of the comics. It's still a good movie. It's comedic relief in it, and it's Chris Evans. You can't go wrong. And Jeffrey Dean Morgan. You can't go wrong with that either. But that's another found family. These people are kind of thrown together as a team of highly specialized ops, and they are thrown in with the CIA. Their handler kind of throws them under the bus, a little bit literally. It goes from there. They help one another reinstate their lives and get rid of the bad guys. That is pretty much all I have for you on the whole found family trope. Again, it's one of my favorites, and that's kind of the reason why I wanted to do this video, to give you a couple of hints towards my works in progress and some of the tropes that are in them. I have a video about some of the tropes that you can find in I'm No Hero, and I will link that in the cards or up above. And make sure to check out some of the books that I recommended, or even the movies that go along with them. The books are always better, but the movies are good too. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments down below what are some of your favorite tropes, and we can have a little bit of a discussion. As always, keep safe, be kind to one another, keep writing, and keep being creative, and I will see you next time.